Morning, everyone. I hope you guys had a decent trading day yesterday. Market's about to open in less than a minute, so we're gonna see what kind of happens today. I'm still just trading that one account for right now, the My Funded Futures. Probably sometime late next week is maybe when I'll get my live account. I also did try purchasing an account or two accounts from Take Profit Trader, but I don't know, something's a little off right now with them, so I might not be able to actually get anything. And then with Top Step, I can't do anything with Top Step either because they only allow users to be on Top Step X now, which is like their web-based platform, which kind of cheeks. Okay, we're in this demand zone I had drawn out. And a nice retracement area here. Let's change this back to the weeks from sessions. Seems like price just kind of wants to keep going down, honestly. Ooh, actually, I do see a nice potential reversal in the 144. So definitely just got to keep that in mind. I'm going to extend this low volume node. Today's the 22nd, so. Yeah, price has been holding this week's, so like 2 weeks ago, that point of control. So it'll be interesting to see if we'll still be able to hold that or not. You can see there's like been 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. This is like on the 5th touch now. Kind of same thing to the top side. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know. Also, I gotta put this a little earlier. There we go. Yeah, so it's kind of giving that we might just push down to this level to the 170s. I say that just because we had a pretty strong down movement into this demand zone at market open, excuse me. That 233 candle though closed nice to the downside. Has some good deltas and everything. 144 candle just closed, but it didn't have that reversal pattern I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping to see this candle being orange close like these candles are. Because I've noticed for me, when it's like the blue, then the red, then the orange, it has a decent possibility of reversing. But yeah, there's a lot of sellers here. Sellers here, 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 right here, here. A lot of sellers in this area. But is price actually going to be dropping? I would say if we break these new lows, then yeah, we'll definitely go like another 30 points or so lower. Might have a decent reaction at that 70 level. The 170 level, that is. Right here. What I would like to see is if we do break this area, I would like to see, push down into somewhere around here, like closer to 100. Then maybe we can retrace back up and then continue on the downtrend. Yeah, maybe like around the 120s, I would like to see it drop down to, and then have a push back up into the 170s for a move to the downside. Yeah, and I said like once we break these lows, which is just denoted by this dotted line right here, we're going to be pushing towards the 170s. And what are we doing? Pushing towards the 170s. So I definitely could have entered and been done with my day already, but that's not what it's not how I trade. Yeah, we're like pretty much at that low volume node area. I'm just checking something on the 233 and the 89 range, but there's nothing available, or no model shown or anything. But the 377 did close fairly bullish, good order flow to the downside and everything. Okay, let's see something. Gonna move this over here real quick. Just give me 1 second. I just want to see if my take profit trader is active now.
Order submitted.
Nice.
Order canceled.
Now. Okay, so all I had to do was just kind of talk to an agent on their website. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so now we are trading take profits. I gotta switch it back to my funded futures. Okay. That is all. Thanks. Just gotta be patient. Okay, we're on a retracement area now on the 144. So let's just see if my model occurs here. Thing is though, around the 185 level, so around here, there was a lot of sell orders, as you can kind of see here. There's decent sell order right there. I wonder how many cons that is. Price is just pushing up now, so not really worried about that. 107 sell. So to me, it's signaling that instead of it being 107 sell orders, it's more like 107 buy limit orders. And you can see price is just pushing up right now. And there might be a nice reversal setup on the 144, depending if we can keep this momentum to the upside. Thank you, Yesena. She's the one who activated the market data on my take profit. Yeah, so what I'm pretty much looking at on the 144 is I'm just waiting to see if this candle can close to the upside, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be able to, because you can see that there's low volume here, but then very high volume up here. So to me, it's just saying that as of right now, there are a lot more sellers in this area, but buyers are trying to take control. So I kind of just need to see and wait. If this candle's gonna close blue, then we should keep moving up. So then I'll look for longs. Okay. Oh, why am I yawning so much this morning? We just got that candle close on the 144, so I'm definitely interested in the longs right now. And like literally what I said before, we were gonna have a reaction at the 170s, and what do we do? We don't exactly touch like the very lowest part of like the exact low volume of the volume profile, but we reached the 170s. And what do? We just bounce from 170, and now we're up to 245, almost 250. Like it's not hard to read the market, I would say. In the beginning, it definitely is for sure. But once you get more accustomed to it and everything, it's fine. So since we're coming into that high volume area on the 144, it wouldn't be like a horrible idea to enter long here. So say I entered long 228, and I just have my stop placed below this low. So it's about a 20-25 point stop loss. If I did enter at 28, I would have moved my stop loss to break even already. But then again, that's not how we trade. We just wait for my model to pop up. But it's fairly close. If my model shows up here, it's fairly close to this 50% area. All right, now no model popped up. Also, what could also be good is if we retrace back into this range bar and we have an up close candle, that would give me even more confirmation that we're going to be pushing to the upside, or we should be pushing to the upside. Yeah, still no entries that I see. If we are going to be pushing up, let's see where we could be going to. Wow, look at that 15-minute candle. The candle's about to close in 1 minute. Just look at that big wick. Wow. Took out some liquidity here and just popped straight back up. So I'm gonna draw a little volume node zone right there. We could have like a tiny reaction here. But ultimately, due to this wick and this kind of bounce off the demand zone, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to the 300s. So like another 50, 60 points to the upside. Yeah, this candle, a 15-minute candle, that's a nasty wick. So if we break above this high, so like 270-ish, I think we should be pushing up. But we're also in a retracement area on the 233. So we just gotta wait and see what price tells us. Okay, now we're in that retracement zone on the 144. We're gonna have our model set up here. Let's see. I'm just gonna draw it out just in case. Didn't break this low. I just have to also be aware of potential more move to the downside. And now we broke this low, so now we have a different zone potentially that we need to look out for. Oh, this is the 89. I need to look at the 55. Oof. Almost a close call. Didn't realize. All right, let's see. See if this candle can be down close, and then we get our model set up here. Nope, we broke that low. If we are gonna go be more short biased, I would like to see a heavier push to the upside before we continue to the downside. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna have our model for any longs here. But we could for the downside, as long as we don't break this high. But you know, we are kind of bouncing out of that demand zone area. So, and we had that reversal play on the 144. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up breaking these highs up here at 264, where I drew that line. Also, that 15-minute wick shows it's giving bullish to me. But you know, you never know. Look, we had a little tiny reversal pattern right here as well. You can see we definitely did go down a little bit. At least 15 points, about. Another potential reversal pattern here, but since we had an up close candle, it's kind of making me believe that we might actually push to the upside, as long as this low is not taken out, obviously. But once we take out this high, we would probably be pushing up more to the upside. Yeah. And you can see this high is about to be broken. Oh. If this candle's an up close, I wouldn't be surprised if that makes it more of a push to the upside. Yep, and you enter. Boom. Yeah, what I say. 144 closed pretty bullish as well. The 233 is about to close bullish soon. I think it needs to go looking up another 10 or so points before that 233 candle closes. So yeah, there's definitely maybe 3 different potential entries that I could have entered, but I did not because I don't know why my audio just kind of cut right there. Sorry, guys. It's a little unfortunate. But don't worry, we're back now. So let's see. I gotta check to see if there is any data being released at 7. I didn't check this morning. Oh wow, look at that. We're close to that 290 area. say we can push up, and then I would like to see a little bit more retracement back down before we keep pushing to the upside. Today is the 22nd. No data being released. Just some gas stuff at 7:30, but it doesn't really affect us. Yeah, 2:33 candle closed at 82, so right around here is where it closed. We got a large sell order there. A big buy order here. Yeah. So now we just wait for a retracement somewhere. And I would definitely be looking more for longs. I do have to be aware though, the largest time frame I use, the 610 range, we are in that retracement area, so I just have to be on the lookout on the 144. But I don't really expect too much from it, to be honest. And what I mean by that, I just don't expect to really probably look at that 610 range again. Okay, we're having a nice push down. We're in that retracement area now. On the 144. I think we're almost down the 1, or on the 233. Yeah, we're pretty much down to 233. So retracement for 144 and 233. That's good. Now we just need our model to pop up here before it breaks this high. And, you know, I think it should. I think it has a greater opportunity, greater chance of doing it. Just because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down close candles in a row. But remember, we need one of these 34 range bar candles to close to the downside first. And you can see here that we do have a little retracement zone area on the 144 that we kind of just touched, but I'm not too worried about it. Just because I am a little bit more long biased as of right now. But we need like this candle or the following candle to be a down close candle. So we need a little bit of a push down. There we go, we got that push down. So now let's see if we can stay above this low. Okay, we broke the low, so my longs are invalid now. And as well as the shorts from this retracement zone. So now we just keep waiting and see what happens. See how there's a lot of volume kind of being created here, and prices, it looks like price wanted to stay above it, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did push up a little bit. Yeah, and the candle closed to the upside. It's not bad. Now, we need a down close candle before we break this high if we are to go long. All right, let's see if we can get it pushed down before we break these highs, which I don't think we're gonna get. It's like one tick away from pretty much breaking that high. See, this high is at 71.75. This high is at 71.5. So it almost broke it, not quite yet. And now it broke it. No model entry for us right there. Not on the 34, not on the 55. All right, let's see what price wants to do here. This is the longest I've gone without making a trade in a couple weeks, I think. I mean, but it's really not that long, honestly. It's just, what, half an hour since market opened. Let's see, if we get a down close candle here, we might have our model entry to the downside, which I'm just going to draw prematurely. We got the 21 range is able to close outside, so now let's just wait for a retracement back in here. Are we gonna get that retracement? I don't know. Oh, it sounds like it's like drizzling or something outside. Interesting. But we are still in that retracement zone on the 233, so I do need to be aware of that. We're also in the retracement zone for the 144 as well. We made new lows, so this is another potential zone. That we need to be more wary of. But I think if we do have a model down here, I would prefer to go long instead of short. Because we're kind of hovering above this tiny low volume node. It's barely anything. It's not too significant, I would say, but we just gotta be aware of it. Okay, so this is now invalidated. if we break this, I was about to say if we broke that low, then the longs are invalid, no longer valid. The 144 candle did close to the downside, a little bearish. Ideally, you know, we retrace back into here and then have a retracement. But if we get a down close candle here, I might enter to the downside. But we're in that 233 retracement zone area. So I think I might wait a little bit. Especially since we didn't break this candle low right here, 144, so I might just wait. Because we are in that 233. I'm tempted to go short though. So everyone's short right here at 250. Once it would get to 245 right here, then break even. But I would prefer the price come back up here to close to 270. Because right now, what the charts are telling me is on the 144, it looks bearish, but I'm not 100% confident in it yet. Especially if this is an up close candle right here. Yeah, so it's an up close candle, so I gotta be wary of potential longs. So if we look at the 55, we need a 55 candle to be a down close candle before we can go long. So as long as we don't really break this high and we don't break this low, and we get a down close candle somewhere in here, and then we have confirmed candles to the upside on the 55, we should be fine to the long side for some longs. But obviously, like, you know, if we come into this area and we do have that down close, then I'm gonna have to go for shorts. But if the 55 candle, oh, we're in that area. I'll come back to that. Let's see what kind of happens. The 144 candle does look nice in terms of bearishness. Let's see if we can get that down close candle. You know, usually I would look at the 21 to wait and see if we're able to get that push to the downside first. But I think I'm gonna wait for the 34R to tell me. We got that close on the 21. Now let's just wait for the 34.
Order submitted.
Order
Stop
filled.
just above this high. Okay, just a little bit more of a push to the downside. Once I see like those 5 points. Alright, break even. Close to getting that fill. just a tick away. No, not again.
Order filled.
All right, nice. We got
Order
that
filled.
fill. Good. Nice. So that's pretty much it for today. Definitely haven't waited for 40 minutes to enter a trade in a while. But yeah, still a decent entry, I would say. I think that needed to happen, especially if we were to have potential longs to the upside. So what I'm saying is this down close, like I felt fine taking this entry because if I was going to have my model entry on the 55R, we needed a down close anyways. So where I entered was like halfway through this down close candle that touched this zone. Excuse me. So I knew like as this candle closed, I was gonna be at break even anyways. But you know, we're good. Like that's all we really need. Nice. But yeah, so with that being said, just follow your model and you know, you see things come true. Just have faith in yourself and peace.